My friend, this message comes to you at the perfect moment. You may feel a call deep within, a whisper, a pull, or maybe an intuitive knowing that there is more to life than you are currently experiencing. The universe wants you to know that this is your reminder that you have the power to step into your highest possible timeline. You are now ready to take the leap of faith. I want to share with you today 5 powerful ways or keys that will help you to align with the highest timeline of yours, that will lead you to the life you've been visualizing, writing down, dreaming about, and feeling as a heart's desire within you. So the first step you need to know is that you must align with your inner truth. You must align with your inner truth. So what does it mean? Well, the first step to your highest timeline is aligning with your inner truth. You cannot become who you're meant to be by staying who you were taught to be. Let me remind you once again, you cannot become who you are meant to be by staying who you were taught to be. When you step away from social expectations and ask yourself, what lights up my soul? What feels authentic to me? You recognize that not everything you've been taught resonates with you, right? But what truly resonates with you may not resonate with people around you. So then the question is, will you be following yourself or will you be trusting people around yourself? Because sometimes when you say yes to others, you really abandon yourself. When you abandon yourself, you truly start to feel alone in the world because, well, you've put the most important person in your life aside, you. Understand that your truth is the compass that leads you to your highest destiny. Take time, my friend, to silence the external noise and listen to your heart. Write down what feels most true to you and what no longer resonates. It's a very simple practice that helps you to clarify what you need to know. When you release the old with gratitude, it turns into wisdom. When you honor your inner truth, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to step into alignment. From that alignment, all the pieces of your highest timeline will begin to fall into place, and you will know it because it will feel like it's all meant to be. The second key is to surrender the old and welcome the new. To step into a new reality, we must let go of what no longer serves us. Yes, we must. It means old fears, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, especially that, and stagnant habits. They're holding you back, my friend. When you release them with gratitude, with, some spark of love, like, hey, thank you, but I'm ready for more. Thank them because they helped you to grow into who you are today. Thank toxic people because they helped you to appreciate yourself more. Thank limiting beliefs because they brought you to where you are. They served you, but now you want more. That's why they are called limiting beliefs. At some point they've been empowering beliefs, but now they are limiting, right? Because you're meant to expand. The universe cannot give you what's next until you surrender what's past. Whew. Yes, remember that. Letting go is not the end. It's the beginning of your transition. You can visualize your old burdens as heavy bags you've been carrying around. Imagine settling them down and walking forward lighter, freer, and more aligned with your higher self. As you release the old, the universe opens new doors that align with your highest potential. Trust that process, my friend. You're safe to let go. You're safe to let go, my friend. Yes, you are. It may still feel scary sometimes, but know that the sense of fear is truly just the sense of the unfamiliar. You're not so used to be in the unknown, but in the unknown, there's trust, and trust will take you to where you belong. The third key for you to know is that it's time for you to expand your vision of what's possible. Yes, your highest timeline is not limited by your past experiences or current circumstances. The universe is infinite and so are you. To claim the life you deserve, you must first believe it is possible. Expand your vision of what you are capable of and worthy of receiving. This one is so powerful. When you start expanding your vision of what you're capable of, you start really thinking about everything you always were dreaming about you could be doing, but you said to yourself you don't have time, or you don't have skills, or you don't have knowledge. It all can be learned. You can learn almost anything, but you will only learn what you choose to learn. You will become good at whatever you will choose to become good at. But there are certain particular activities and hobbies and passion projects that resonate with you. And when you will devote yourself to them, you will become very good at them. And as you start expanding your vision around into what it can expand, you will feel driven to learn everything that's necessary for you to learn to make it happen. And in the meantime, you will be supported. You also need to know that you are worthy of receiving it. Every time you show up, every time you hold yourself accountable, every time you do the work, you show up as being worthy of having it. The only limits in life are the ones you believe in. The only limits in life are the ones you believe in, my friend. So take 5 minutes to visualize your dream life. Just sit down and see it. Feel as it's already real. The more vivid your vision, the faster you will align with it. So remember, the version of you living your highest timeline is not somewhere out there. They're within you, waiting to be unlocked through belief and action. This is very beautiful process because it's a constant shattering of the old. And many times you may think that it's really about how much you do in the external world, but most of the time it's the internal world that matters the most, like how much pace you can really experience in daily doing of what matters the most to you. Can you do it out of gratitude? Can you do it out of a state of alignment, not resistance? Can you do it out of ease rather than force? Can you do it out of acceptance as the outcomes are finding you divinely? Like whatever it is or whatever isn't, it's all divine. When you hold towards it, this kind of attitude, you're not in resistance with it anymore. Now you're more in the flow. So you see, it's not so much getting somewhere, it's the attitude of how you're getting somewhere. And that is very, very important. The fourth key is to take aligned action. Manifestation is not just about, thinking and dreaming and visualizing. It is about doing. To step into your highest timeline, you must meet the universe halfway. Every action you take with intention brings you closer to your dreams. A dream becomes reality when action is added to the equation. Obviously, that's what we've been talking about already, right? The thing is that when you have a vision, you will also have a plan. plan must be clear and precise and broken down into small actionable steps. So before you wake up in the morning, you already know how will you spend your day. If you don't know how to spend your day, it means that you need to organize your schedule. And schedule needs to be filled with activities that will take you to where you want to be. Because if it's not filled with activities that would take you to where you want to be, it's filled with distractions that will keep you to where you are. So to organize your schedule, sometimes you need a certain knowledge that helps you how to do it. Personally, what works for me the best is that I put into my calendar the most important activities, which are usually the morning routine, the before bed routine, the midday nap, or certain type of meditation that I use to recalibrate. Then I put in the workout, I put in the before workout and after workout, the time I spend to get into the gym and out and shower and all of that. And then I put in the painting and the work. And then when I see what space is left, I put in the family time and cooking and eating and all of that. And then whatever space is left, I leave it for answering emails or, whatever will be your thing. My schedule is maybe a bit more busier than maybe yours, or maybe it's less. I don't know. The point is that you adapt it to your vision of the future, not just to your present lifestyle. There must be space and time for learning what will actually empower you in the future. So know that a dream becomes reality when action is added to the equation. You can start small. You can break down your goals into manageable steps and focus on progress over perfection. Yes, each step you take builds momentum, right? Even when it feels quite uncomfortable, especially at the beginning, because you're building a new pattern. Building a new pattern is often uncomfortable because the brain is not used to new behavior. Know that every action is a declaration of your commitment to your highest path, and the universe responds to your energy and effort always. The fifth key is to trust the divine timing. Yes, trust the divine timing. When you start trusting timing of your life, the path to your highest timeline will start unfolding. It may not unfold as quickly or as predictably as you hope, but trust that it is always unfolding for your highest good. The universe is always orchestrating what you may call miracles, actually synchronistic events behind the scenes. It's constantly happening all the time. You're getting what's the reflection of your energy, of your action, of your attitudes. When you start seeing changes, you know that something inside of you has changed. What I love to do, I love to journal about changes I've experienced, especially about the unexpected events that took place in a day, because they remind me that something I've been doing in meditation, something I've been doing in my mindset, something I've been doing in my change in behavior, in being more disciplined, in being more organized, is causing effects in my life. And when I see this kind of reflection, I gain more trust. So usually we lack trust because we lack evidence, and we lack evidence because we lack reflection, and we lack reflection because we don't take time for it. When we take time for reflection, we open our minds and we see more. When we see more, we feel more grateful. When we feel more grateful, we feel more aligned. Wow, powerful, right? Patience is not waiting, it's trusting that the universe knows the perfect time for your blessings. So I want to invite you into a reflection. When doubt arises, remind yourself that delays are not denials. Use this time to deepen your self-love, to strengthen your faith, and refine your vision. The more you trust the process, the more at peace you will feel. Know that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now, and everything is unfolding perfectly. Which means keep working on, keep letting go, keep learning, keep expanding. I always say that to you, but I'm repeating these words because still so many times people say I'm waiting for it to happen, but it's not happening. It's not happening because changes inside of you were not embodied, were not applied. You haven't let go of the old behavior and you haven't embodied the new one. If you did, there were changes. And if you haven't seen changes, then you must notice them. If you haven't noticed them, you haven't looked at them. If you haven't looked at them, you haven't took time to see them. So it's about awareness. This work is all about awareness. Awareness then leads to change because you catch yourself where you could do things differently. And once you know that you could do things differently, it's almost like a sin to not do them. Once you know better, not doing it better means that you don't want to change. So here a reminder comes. Be brave enough to do the change, to make the change. The more you trust the process, the more at peace you will feel. You are exactly where you're meant to be, my friend. So know that your highest timeline is not a distant dream. It's available to you right now. By aligning with your truth, releasing the old and expanding your vision, taking aligned action, and trusting divine timing, you will step into a reality beyond your wildest dreams. And you are already carrying it inside of your heart. We call it heart's desires because they are pulling us towards that kind of a dream life. And yes, those who are brave enough, courageous enough, they keep up with the work and they experience it. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, my friend. You're loved, supported, and guided every step of the way. Show up for yourself and know that even though many times you want to experience all of that, but every time you experience it, you know that it was the experience that matters the most rather than just having what you received. Because anytime you can lose it, but you will never lose the knowledge. You will never lose the character that life helped you to build. And that's what shapes your soul. So if you think gifts and manifestations are not worthy of the process, take your soul and make the evolution of yourself worthy of the process, worthy of the pain you experience sometimes, worthy of the discomfort you experience sometimes, worthy of speaking the truth and embodying your vision so you can walk the highest timeline that's already here for you. My friend, I hope you found some value in today's message. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. I hope you've also enjoyed in today's painting. I'm an artist and I'm sharing with you my art every single day. So thank you so much for watching, and to those of you who would like to support my work again, find my paintings on AttractPassion.com, prints of my art, some of the original paintings. See which one resonates with you, and if it speaks to you, maybe it has something to say. Check it out, and also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content, and also thanks for everyone following me on Instagram, AttractPassion. There are 2 pages, one is for daily inspiration and the second one for my art and more personal content. So check it out and see you there. Till next time, one love.